Efren Reyes and Bobby Emmons, round 3, race to 7 for 5,000 are the words being tossed around right now. This is POVPOOL. Daniel Busch here. Saturday night action on POVPOOL. That's right, Saturday night action. Hard time Saturday action. This is part 3 of Efren Reyes and Bobby Emmons. Bobby Emmons has lost 2 sets in a row. It's now the 3rd set being talked about for $5,000. Tell a friend. I'll be right back. Jimmy, move! What a match, guys. Round 3, $5,000. Efren Reyes just passing through on his way to New York, where he's going to be playing Earl Strickland in the last showdown. Well, he's having a showdown here, folks. Here at Hard Times, like the good old days, nothing changes here. The home of champions as usual. Railbirds galore. And they're going to play another set of one pocket, race to 7 for $5,000. Not a bad day for Efren Reyes, who is already up $2,500. Hope you guys are all having fun. Tell a friend, ladies and gentlemen. Tell a friend. 7 for a nickel for 10,000. Race to 10 for 5 for 6,000. Race to 10. Race to 10 for $6,000, folks. Race to 10 for 6,000. Bobby and Efren.
Tell me what's going on.
Want to climb into mine?
It's still 960, right?
Easy. Choose from the princess.
The spot is still 9-6.
Now, at the Festival at Billiards, get 0 drive-off lease on your Prius plug-in. 3,000 lease extra for lower payments. Like the lease, you get our Toyota here, no cost payment to it. We make it.
It's the ball count. 2-0 to Efren. Well, thank you for showing up, Mr. Box. What's going on? Box, this is the third set. It's race to 10 for 6,000. Bobby's down 2 sets. I got it. Bobby's down 2. I got it. Bobby's down 2 sets. He lost the first one for 500. Second one he lost for 2,000. They've raised the bet. It's 0 games to 0. Well, no, who won that? Efren? Yeah. Efren just won this game. Now it's 1-0. Race to 10 for 6,000. Bobby's 2,500 down. Yeah. This is Zach. Zach's behind him. Well, that's what we got going on, man. They're trying to parlay this whole thing, you know, 500 down. Bobby had a chance in the last set. He was down 6-2 and came to Hill in a race to 7.
Well, when I left earlier, I didn't know that this match was going to take place, and me and you both, after you finished setting up, didn't have any idea what was going to take place at the time.
No, but I told you something was going to happen, and I could feel it. I told you something was going to happen, and I could feel it. No, it was before you walked in the door.
Well, Bobby and him were here, but I left and I went to Crenshaw Billiards, and I went online.
Bobby got 1 ball, 2.
To see what was going on, and lo and behold, you were streaming. So I see a few people. I told at Crenshaw Billiards that it was going on, and I see they're here. So I decided to lock up my computer and make my way back.
I'm glad you did, Box, because you know, I've been on the other side of the room doing other things, but
I listened to it as much as I could until I got tired of listening to it and I decided.
How was Spanky? Was he doing all right?
Oh, I listened to Spanky. In fact, I thought Spanky was still on the
Hold on.
On the mic. Bobby represented himself real well.
All right, I had the TV turned down a little bit because
Bobby reminds me a lot of Scotty Frost too.
Yeah. Hey, let's trade for a second. Yeah, Bobby's got a lot of heart, man. He definitely.
You know what they say about the guys that have heart.
Yeah, I do.
But it's a good match. It's good viewing action, that's for sure. Very good viewing action. Nice game to Real Bird. He representing Arizona. I watched the last tournament that he participated in Arizona. Did real well. Real good shooter.
He's looking at the, what is that? What side is he on? What's his pocket right now? Huh? Okay. He was looking at the 11, but. Whoa.
Well, 11 ball would have been definitely the wrong shot. He don't need to move any more balls to Efren's side. True. He didn't get a good angle on the 6 ball. That 6 ball should have been way over on his side. And the rock in the stack, that would have been the start of maybe something new for him. I see a lot of heavy hitters here in hard times in the audience sweating this game. That kind of shot is what make Efren different than everybody else. He seems to know where all 5 balls were going to go once he made contact with him. That's exceptional. His technique at the table is definitely at the top of the game. I think Efren has found his stroke in Derby City, and New York might see something this year. He looks for the shot inside that stack real well too.
It's going to be a 3-ball run, right?
Yeah, he does. Efren is Efren. When he starts shooting, it just seems like the ball's lay there waiting for him to come get it. When he walked through the door, he said he was looking for action. I didn't know he was going to be at the top of the food chain, but he sure got action. I see Alex from Sticks in the front row over there. One of Efren's main stay horses. A lot of Filipinos
in the room right now, yeah. Yeah, they've been here a while. I'm surprised the guys from Manila Billiards aren't showing up. I'm sure they would know by now.
Yeah, they'll be here pretty soon. When Bobby came in last night, that's the first thing he asked me. Where is Manila? He wanted to go there. But that front row from where Alex is sitting, they got a nice penny right there. There's not no pushover. I see Carla sitting down there too, and she's not no pushover either. There's not no change in here tonight. You can learn a lot by just watching Efren, not even take the shot. His preparation to take the shot. What he's looking for, what he's looking at, where he wants the rock to go. He's looking at all that.
Just look at it, how much power he put on that 7 ball and still stuck the cue behind the 12. You know, it's just that's not a shot that you just learn overnight. You know.
I'm wondering actually what Bobby is learning right now. How to control his emotions would be one of them.
That might be something he's working. You know.
He plays exceptionally well. He plays better than he's showing right now. I think his emotions is getting involved. And in one pocket, you can't do that. You got to play from where he went.
What? Tell them to close 6. Tell them to close 6. We're gonna get table 6 closed so that nobody can. There's a lot of money on this game right now.
Very good shot. That's one of the better shots I've seen him shoot.
Oh no, he's been coming with it. He's been shooting some.
Talking about in this particular game here.
Bobby's been coming with it, but it's just look who he's playing.
Oh yeah, but he's not the kind of person that gets scared. He's not a scared person. His emotions right now is just running out. He's definitely not scared of Efren at all. A cat like him, this is what he lived for. He lived for this. So it's not his fear. I think his emotions is just a little bit high right now. He's not getting the rolls that he might have thought that he was going to get. So he's playing with him mentally, but he's still representing pretty good.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm honored to be here right now, just watching this match. This just reminds me of old school hard times and old school Hollywood billiards back 20 years ago when I was growing up. And these guys were all young kids too, Efren and Busch. Wow.
I'm not in the chat room, so I'm not really getting a chance to read it. I'm just swinging from here at the seat.
And that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt Bobby mentally, a shot like that.
Not mentally, but it should. This right here should get him to get back in the box. Right now he's outside the box. He's got to get back inside the box right there. See, got to get back in the box. Paying attention to many other things. If you notice, Efren hasn't taken his eyes off the table one time. Not one time has Efren taken his eyes off the table. And I thought that cue that Efren's playing wasn't Judd, but it was what they call a Philippine Judd. I thought.
It does look like the one that it looks like the one that he had a year and a half ago, and he came and signed it right here at this table. I don't know why he would still have it.
I don't know, but I thought
he signed it to Judd.
I thought it was a Filipino Judd, they called it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same one.
But right now, look at Bobby, man. Bobby's not in the game. Look at him. He's on the phone, man. This ain't the time for that. Look at Efren. Efren hasn't looked up into the crowd, hasn't looked at Bobby, hasn't looked at anybody. He's just on that table, locked in on that box. That's what I call staying in the box. He's in the box. He ain't paying attention to anything else. When I say kid, I don't mean to be disrespectful. He's just younger than me. Plays exceptional play.
He got it out of there.
If you watch what he did.
Yeah, he did get a lucky double kiss. Lucky double kiss there.
Yeah.
Both didn't kiss the cue ball at one time.
But I think he knew it was going to kiss like that. For both of them to wind up in the same position like that.
You're right about that. You know, that's true. Like, Efren is not looking at anything else but this table.
Anything else. And if you're going to learn anything this evening, you're going to learn how to stay in the box and do your thing. He hasn't looked up one time. He hasn't even sat down. I understand he's going to play Earl Strickland sometime next week on a...
No, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
On a 5x10.
And he's just passing through, you know.
5x10. That's a match that I would love to see stream. A one-pocket match with Earl Strickland and Efren on the 5x10. I haven't played on a 5x10 since the 70s.
I haven't really ever seen Earl play one pocket, really.
Oh, he's added that to his arsenal the last couple of years. But I haven't seen the 5x10s that many places have 5x10s. Charlie Mills had a 5x10. Hawaiian Beers had a 5x10.
Sorry, did somebody scratch? Because I got a ball count of 5-2 and there's 9 on the table.
Bobby scratched. Bobby scratched going from one side to the other, coming back up on the left.
There's 10 on the table.
Correct. Actually, fouling is part of the game. If a person knows how to foul, they can win the game.
That's true.
And that's become the topic of a lot of conversations here lately. The art of fouling, the art of owing the ball.
That's good speed. That's real good speed. But I think he can see that 4.
He's getting a little too frustrated for the little things that are not going his way. You can't get frustrated. You just got to make adjustments and keep going. You got to play from there. Make the adjustments and go from there. Actually, I like him in this.
As long as he can keep his head together.
See right here, this is where Bobby got to get it together and go out. See, he's frustrated because he didn't get anything towards his pocket. You got to play from there. You can't keep letting that bother you. You got to play from there. Lock him up right here. Leave that rock down there. Don't bring that rock up here. What are you doing? The rock's supposed to stay down there.
That's what he needed to do. He needed to just trap it behind that 7 ball, you know. He's still showing frustration too, you know.
He's supposed to stay down there. That rock is supposed to stay down on that short rail. He has no business bringing that rock up here. He didn't protect the 4 ball. He didn't protect the 2 ball. He didn't protect any of the balls. He gave the man a shot.
Wow, what a shot that was too.
Efren's gonna bring it. That's what he does. He's gonna bring it.
Yeah, he's gonna punish him now, because you know what? He's feeling how Bobby's feeling right now too.
Efren don't even care. He's playing his game. He don't care how Bobby feels. He's playing his game. And Bobby should not care how Efren feels. But it's just that when you're sitting and looking at it, you know. And I'm a fan of his. In fact, I just downloaded a game that he played. I just downloaded a game that he played in Arizona and watched it.
One of Bobby's games?
Yeah, he plays real well, man. And I'm just not liking his demeanor at the table inside the box. His demeanor at the table inside the box is not happening. Not happening at all. And it's kind of like a profile to lose. He's showing you the things not to do to win.
Wow.
I've seen him concede a ball in one of the games. You don't never concede the game. You make your man pocket the ball, even if it's Efren Reyes, put the ball in the hole to win. He never conceded the game.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him miss. Anything can happen. You take it for granted, you know. Just I've seen it happen.
Might be time for him to get a bottle of water and just suck in some air.
It's out right there. Fucking come right back into the ball.
Ball's being broke. And nobody's caring about the balls being broke.
No, they're not. They're not. I mean, he's just over here, you know, and
I think his game is elevated a lot in the last 2 years. Tremendous.
Yeah,
You can see a lot of Scott Frost in his play. Where they from? You know, they play power one
pocket, yeah.
Efren doesn't play power one pocket. Efren plays old school one pocket, and not only does he play old school one pocket, but he plays old school one pocket, what I call a new school twist. If he gets a shot, he gone. But he plays the game too. And power one pocket is not.
Did he just make one of Efren's as well?
You see a lot of power one pocket in Bobby's play.
He's mad. He's stuck on that rail. Whoa.
He's spending his money to learn. So when he get a chance to put Efren on the rail, that's what he's supposed to do, put Efren on the rail. The ball position right now favors Bobby. Ooh.
Wow, he just hung that cue ball. I can't believe it.
That is what, my goodness. That is ball speed. That is table speed. That's very good lead. He made an attempt at a good shot there, but that you can't make them attempts. You got to get on top of that 9 ball. You got to get on top of him. You can't just leave that ball like that. You leave Efren a shot like he has now. You can't do that. And look, Efren, look what Efren does. Put him where he should have put Efren. Now he's got to get out of this. This is where power one pocket doesn't help you. It doesn't help you right here at all. I like the shot, but sometimes the best place to be is where you already are. Foul it, leave it there. Let him get out of it. I like the idea that he gave him a straight in because there's nothing he can do too much with the straight in. But we're talking about the magician. We're talking about the magician. This is not a blood test. I don't think there's a position you can put him in to consider a blood test. He's looking for it though. He's looking at every angle. Even
the 3 maybe? Is he gonna the 3 off the 3 off the 2? You know, but
he hasn't made his mind up yet. What he's gonna do is he's gonna move balls to his pocket and leave Bobby on his side of the table. Watch.
No. Keep it simple. That's what he did.
Well, that was a simple shot there. Real simple shot. Bobby got to go in there and get that lemon off his side, but he got to go down there to that stack and start looking at that stack. He can't just take shots for granted. So he can't just take shots for granted. He took that for granted, but he might have left a cross corner because he didn't go down there looking. He didn't go down there and look. He might have wanted to move that rock a little further down to that short rail. See what I mean? Can't leave after them kind of cross corners. Whether he make them or not, they're going to be effective. me see him get into the game. I don't believe he's, there's a problem here now. He owes a ball. He's got a ball to spot.
So now what? Wait a minute. 3.
Actuality.
6-9.
I don't like what just took place anyway.
14 balls. That means now Bobby has 0.
Dude, to tell you the truth, I don't like the exchange that just took place. The exchange that just took place, someone said something to Efren in the audience that made Efren watch what was going on the table. That's a no-no. Someone said something to Efren, and Efren questioned it. And when they questioned it, that's when that exchange came up.
All right. Now Zach's over there contesting it right now.
Well, I don't see why he shouldn't contest it because someone said so. See, Alex, stand up with Alex. Alex had no reason to say anything, and that's why Zach is saying something now.
Oh, it was
fair.
Alex of Sticks?
Alex from Sticks said something to Efren, and that's why Zach stood up.
So they got the ball back.
But Alex had no reason saying a word.
Right. He needs to stay out of the match. You're right. No, it's totally true. He needs to stay out.
And that's why Zach said something.
So he got the ball back.
Correct. And Alex been around long enough to know that he's out of line saying something. And that's exactly what I mean, out of line.
Yeah. He's over there. He's in the T-shirt right there, the orange T-shirt. Just
yeah, that's Alex.
Yeah, right there.
He know he's out of line saying something about that. Even though his money might be up, you can't say
no.
Nothing.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. He might have a piece of it, but still, you gotta keep your mouth shut. Really,
you gotta
honestly.
respect the game and let the game be played. And it goes to show how Bobby's not paying attention.
Well, is that right? I mean, even Efren, he should know better, really.
It had to have some truth to it because if it didn't, they wouldn't have straightened it out. So evidently, it had to have some truth to what Zach was saying. Relax. I saw exactly what happened. Exactly. You ain't got nobody saying anything.
If you're just joining us, folks, we're still in the middle of a match. Or at the beginning of a match, actually, between Efren Reyes and Bobby Emmons. And this is the third match they have had so far today. The bet's been raised. It's now up to 6,000.
Very good shot. Look what happened. That ball, Bobby put that ball in a position where Efren may wind up letting him shoot. There's no angles on that ball that Efren can use that I can see. And Efren might decide to stay there. I'd like to see what
you mean. He just might take a foul?
No, he's going to bring it back. He's going to bring it back. Yeah, there it is. He chose to take the foul. That's what I thought. He chose to take the foul.
Total, -1. So he He's not at -1. He's at 0.
Well, this time. Well, this
So
time
this-
I like what he did because now he's protecting the balls on his side of the table. Earlier, Bobby wasn't protecting the balls on his side of the table. He was letting Efren free will at the balls on his side. Now he's trying to protect the balls on his side of the table. Now he's playing one pocket. Yeah. He need to lock him up right here. He can win the game right here if he lock him up right. Bring the rock back in. There you.
That was a very good shot.
Yeah, bring the rock back on that
That was a
rail.
very good shot.
Well, you're playing Efren, so if he can lock him, see, I don't like what he's doing. He's not
thinking it through.
He's too fast. Although he put the rock where I thought it should be on the 5.
Yeah, but still.
He just moving too fast. He need to slow down
Yeah.
and see it.
Uh-huh.
You know? I'm surprised Efren didn't give him that ball. I'm surprised he didn't give him that ball. Now, from my angle, it looked like he could have, the 14 ball was sitting in the hole, but it's not. He got to find a way to get that rock up there by that 13 and 11. And at a good angle where he can save the 14 ball. See, right here, he's giving up the 14 ball because Efren definitely going to move it. See? Efren going to definitely move the 14 ball. He may not. Efren might be shooting at the 11 because he left him that shot. Bobby might have been trying to place that rock right between the 11 and the rail. But too many balls go towards Efren's pocket for that kind of shot.
I just got a word, too, that Scott Frost has heard about this match, and he said he would happily give Bobby 10-7 for a truckload.
Yeah, tell Scott have a nice day.
We already offered Bobby 10-6 and then backed out. We appreciate the offer.
Right now, there's other things going on.
You offered a 10-6? Scott offered Bobby 10-6 and then backed out.
Well, you can tell that it must be a lot of interest in this match for you to receive a text from Mr. Frost way over in Arizona.
It's mighty big to offer you a worse spot than the rest of us playing. Mighty big stuff.
Well, Efren just paid the ball that he owed. See, that kind of shot, he has no business shooting at that kind of shot. I mean, he's just freewheeling. He's freewheeling. He can't keep shooting at that. He really don't need to be shooting at that kind of shot, man. You see, I'm going to tell you something. Whatever the spot is, a 3-ball spot, 4-ball spot, when you get a spot like that, or even when you're playing somebody with a spot like that, the person getting the spot has to play a different game, and the person that's receiving the spot got to remember, he's getting a spot, and he got to play the game entirely different than you would if you were even up. That's the thing about the spot. He don't have that far to go, so he got to do things different in a shorter period of time. You can't stretch the game out like he's trying to stretch it out. He don't have that far to go. You got to play different when you got a spot or given a spot. And Efren is playing like he's given a spot. Bobby's playing like he's playing him even up. See, mistakes like this, Bobby got to be relaxed enough to capitalize on. He's only going to 6, but he's not watching the table. If he was watching the table, there's other things that he would have done. The 5 and the 6 ball is on his side of the table, but it's tied up. The 10 and the 15 ball is on his side of the table, but it's tied up. So Efren can freewheel now because nothing goes to his pocket. You got the 2 ball, the 4 ball, 8 ball up the table. They cannot even go to his pocket because he hasn't broke it up. And Efren's not going to break it up. Look, Efren ain't going to break it up. Bobby got to look down there and see that. Now he does. Subtle. He don't even do it. Man, you got to break that up. If you want it to go to your pocket, you got to break it up. Efren is shooting again. Why? Because that side of the table is tied up. Bang, he's shooting. Look where he left the rock. On his side of the table, it's what, 5 balls, 6 balls down in his pocket, and nothing goes to his pocket. He's not playing the game at this point. He's playing survival. He's not playing the game. Now all 7 balls on his side of the table are tied up. He's shooting at his hole. Might as well. All the balls are tied up. That's what he's looking at. He's looking at the position those balls are tied up in front of Bobby's hole. Now he come back to the 2 balls up the table. It's a free shot. There it is. He's shooting. He's shooting. Oh, beautiful. Both balls go to his pocket. Bobby got to go down and look at some of these shots sometime. He got to go down there and look. The 8 ball might have ducked up under the 11 and went to his pocket, but he got to go down there and look. You got to look. Efren may shoot a 3 ball. Free ball is, he may shoot it. I can't. Is he going for a kiss here? I can't believe he's breaking them up. Oh, he didn't. He used the 9 ball. He left the other ones tied up. Man, that's an intelligent shot. Very intelligent shot. Come on, Bobby. Look at what you're doing. Just touch it. Don't go crazy. Just touch it. Just touch it. No, you can't get his cat across corner. I believe that the shot was to just touch it, to break it up, and put the rock on the bottom rail. That would have been a better shot. Now Efren got a free shot at that 10 ball if he decided to shoot it. Might be a hard shot because Bobby left him jacked up. Look what he did. He put that 12 ball right back on that 10. He tried to tie it back up. Very good shot. Very good shot. Very good shot. Very good shot. I like where he left the rock. Now that same 2 rails he shot, he should shoot with the 8 ball. That's correct. And let it drift to his pocket. He should have shot a little harder, because the 6 and the 5 will not go to Efren's pocket. Now Efren might try to chip that little 5 ball. I can't see it really well, but I can see the 5 ball. And if you can see it, Efren might be able to hit that 5 ball. If he goes to that 5 ball, then the 10 ball is going to move down to Bobby's pocket. He may not want to do that, but let's see what happens, because he got a ball up the table that he can bang down towards his pocket. He got a ball up here. Or is it a ball up here? Yeah, he got a ball up here that he can bank down towards his pocket. He can bank the mine and kill the rock right there. But he's shooting at the 5 ball. That's going to... Oh, no. I don't believe he did that. He broke that up. I wonder why. I guess we'll find out sooner or later. See, Bobby's a shooter. That's one thing about a shooter. If he can see the ball, he can make it. That's that power one pocket. That's that power one pocket play. Now Efren is kind of in a precarious position because he don't want to break up too much. Bobby got action here. That 12 ball might pass. You need to put that rock up here by the 9 ball. That's correct. Bring the rock up by the 9 ball. There you go. A little too deep for him, but he made a good shot there. And actually, not only did he make a good shot there, he protected those balls, especially that 5 ball, and he protected that 10 ball and 12 ball. That rock, wherever it goes, is going to have to stay. If not, he can get out right here. Ever slight mistake. If Efren makes a little mistake right here, he can get out. Efren going to cross the 9 ball. Oh, no. The best place to be is to stay where you at. The best place to be is to stay where you at. That's the heart of a gunslinger there. That's the heart of a gunslinger there. That's the heart of a gunslinger right there. But that'll get you broke. You can't make shots like that. He'd have been better tipping that 9 ball and locking that rock up between the rail of the 9 ball and leave the rock in between it. You can't do that. You can't let that man put you where he wants you to be. You got to come out of there now. Don't touch that 5 ball. Don't touch it. I can't tell the angle from here, but he should be on the 12 ball and bring that rock up here on the 9. You can't do this. You can't do this. You can't do this. You can't do this. This right here gets you hurt. It'll get you hurt real bad. Why? Look at the 9 ball. Look where the 9 ball is. And he's not even shooting at the 9 ball. I'm surprised Efren didn't move the 10 ball or the 12 ball since he left it exposed like that and leave the rock down there. He put a good stroke on the ball. How many are you going to move? You're going to move a couple of them. Yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. You can't let him keep looking at you. You can't let him keep seeing what's on your side of the table. See? You can't keep doing that. You're supposed to protect your own balls. You can't take it for granted. You got to protect your balls. You got to protect your side of the table. If you don't protect it, this is what happens. It turned into from a mistake to a travesty. Yep, see, it's over. Travesty. He played good. Bobby played good until the end game. His end game is suspect. His end game is real suspect. In this particular game it was. He played real good in the beginning. Fought his way in the middle and got to the end and laid down. Stopped thinking. Played real good till the end. And Efren identified that, so Efren made the right shots. Moved the balls to his side of the table, moved balls from his side of the table, and let him shoot only when he knew he was going to take those blood test shots. Well, see the screen says the kid is unlucky and the kid is in way above his head or over his head. Both of those things may be correct. But to be in the game, you got to be off the bench. And to win the game, you got to be off the bench. Right now, he's just giving it away. His style of play is not going to let him win this. If Efren gave him another ball, his style of play is not going to let him win this. This boxing match is going to go to the cards, but it's going to be a shutout. It's going to be a shutout. A man got to know his limitations. And this one here, he's limited to. He's out of line, he's out of class. He's admirable, making a hell of a run for it, but he's out of line, he's out of class. He's outclassed. The next person he plays might catch the blues. That means Bobby, next person he plays might catch the blues.
I'm glad you and I have dialogue.
He's 3 or 4 balls down now. It's not even close at this point. Not even close at this point. Efren gonna try to protect that 8 ball that's in his pocket, or close to his pocket. Yeah. Bobby's playing what we call don't care now. He's so frustrated he don't even care. He came back out to bet, the bet's on, he can't do nothing but continue with it. Call that the don't care. This one here might be over. Efren's been playing now for about 3.5 to 4 hours, him and Bobby both. But Efren's only looked up into the crowd one time, and that's when someone said something to him in the crowd. Other than that, he's never looked up away from that table. And Bobby's watching Efren, which is good. I hope he knows what he's looking at, because that's the mood. That's what he should be doing. He's getting a heck of an education right here for his money. That wasn't a bad shot. Bobby gonna shoot at the 9 ball. I can't tell you. He's going to shoot the 9 ball. What are you going to do after that? I can't see if he's going to chip it or just try to get down there to get the next shot. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Lack of concentration there. Lack of concentration. Some of you people want to call it he's unlucky. Some of you people might want to call it something else. But remember, to win the game, you got to pocket the ball. And they both playing on the same table. So he doesn't have bad luck. He just got to concentrate and execute the shot. When you don't execute the shot, that 9 ball holds up like it did. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
4 games to 0. Bobby's going to take a little break right now. And while we're taking this break, I'm going to let you guys know that Coming up tomorrow, you can see more of Efren. That's going to be a pay-per-view event called The Last Showdown. Efren Reyes versus Earl Strickland. It's going to be a 3-day pay-per-view event brought to you by Inside Pool. Log on to InsidePool.tv and get the pay-per-view of that event now, folks. $9.95 a day. They're going to play 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, races to 17 on a 10-foot diamond table. Compliments of Inside Pool TV, Steinway Billiards in New York, and New York NYC Grind. You know, there are a lot of pay-per-views happening real soon. Above and Beyond tomorrow. In addition, tomorrow, you can watch Darren Appleton and Dennis Orculio next week, January 17th through the 19th. They're going to play an all-around match, 8-ball, 10-ball, and 1-pocket. And that's going to be Tar, number 38, which is also a pay-per-view match. Be sure to go to theactionreport.com. Just a second. Sorry about that, guys, but I just want to let you, these are really, really great matches coming up. So go to theactionreport.com. You can see Dennis Orculio play Darren Appleton for 3 days on theactionreport.com. Also, the Derby City is coming up January 24th through February 1st. That's a pay-per-view event. You're going to check out the banks and the 1-pocket event there. Brought to you by Accustats.com. You got to go to Accustats.com and check out the Derby City event. Also, POVPOOL is going to have a pay-per-view event coming up February 17th and 18th after the Jay Swanson Memorial Tournament. There's a ton of action happening in the next 45 days, folks. And this is just the beginning. Back to you, Box.
I can't see the chat room.
There's the chat room.
Thank you.
Bobby came in here. He woofed at everybody. Wanted to play. He wanted to play Santos. He wanted to play me. He would have played Boosty. He wanted to play Efren, and finally Efren said okay.
I think, I don't know what to call this. I was looking for something a little bit more competitive, but it is what it is.
That was a 5-ball run, wasn't it?
It was.
It's a 5-ball run. There's 10 balls left on the table. We got 4 games to 0 right now in a race to 10.
You guys in the chat room, I'm not privileged to the screen. Daniel's doing so many things on the screen, I can't read or see what's going on in the chat room. We are now trying to get it in the process so that I can read the chat room. I mean, to me right now, it's unnecessary for me to even keep up with the ball count. Efren gets a shot, the game's over. I like the placement of the cue ball this particular time. Let's see what happens from here. You got to play duck and hide, duck and hide.
Looks like he's going to back cut this ball.
Duck and hide. Come on, kid. Duck and hide, duck and hide. Get the shot, let's go. Let's close the show.
Looks like he's got the 3 or the 15.
Let's close the show. That's right, let's close it.
Bobby needs 2. I mean, he needs 4.
Close the show. But you know what? Efren gave this game away for a reason. He gave this game away for a reason. I think Bobby needs 1.
Yep, he needs 1. And he's not going to get it right now unless he can bank this 13. I mean, he can. I'm not saying he can't.
He didn't even hit the ball.
Yeah, he didn't get enough on it.
He did hit the ball. That was his money ball, and he didn't hit it.
Five balls apiece. Efren needs 4. What a kick. Did you see that kick?
Well, one thing's for sure, Efren's looking for a way to put him behind that 13 and 10 ball, if that's what it is. I can't see Efren moving him. Yeah. Yeah. Bobby needs 1, so he needs to play an up-table game now. He only needs 1, so he needs to play an up-table game. Up-table game at this point, he might be able to salvage this 1 game. Yeah. Does anybody know what Bobby's doing? Where's Bobby?
He's on his phone.
Oh, he's on his phone. Oh, that's what he's doing.
He should not be on the phone right now.
Oh,
Efren's just going to grind this out, man. And
I thought he was playing 1 pocket.
Well, that was actually a good shot, but you're right. He should not be on the phone, man. He should be 100% focused right now.
I think it's a very good match for Efren, that's for sure. Efren, I guess, is going to practice his moving ability and see if he can move that 6 or come up with a magician-type shot. If I'm not mistaken, Bobby needs, what, 1?
No, he's just going to try to bury him behind the 4. That was a good shot.
Yeah, I figured
Bobby
he was going to practice something.
Yeah, he'll just tick it to the rail, though. He took a scratch. Bobby just took a scratch.
scratch from that position on the heel is unheard of. A scratch from that position is unheard of. And you on the heel. You don't come off the heel on a scratch like that. Impossible.
Excuse me, guys.
That was a good shot. He still got him hit. Are both balls froze? I heard him call it froze. Are both balls froze? That's the bad thing about this
I
position.
think he was just pointing at the rail saying.
No. You don't point like that. He pointed because it was froze. You don't point like that. Does he got a shot at it, or is he going to do something crazy? Jesus Christ. He just lost the game.
Well, hold on, wait. I think he just hid behind the 12. That was an accident. But
I don't see him I don't see him pointing at it like he's upset.
Well, the 8 ball goes. So Efren has to shoot at this 8, I think, unless he's got a shot at the 13.
You telling me this kid gave the game up like that? Come on, man. It's not even worth watching anymore.
The kid needs 2 now because he fouled earlier.
Yeah, but he shot the 12 ball. He could see the 12 ball. Why not shoot the 6 ball and then carry him off the 6 ball to your next shot? He shot a blood test at his pocket and missed his pocket. It reminds me of Paul Newman looking at Jackie Gleason in The Hustler.
Yeah, right after day 3.
He lost the game on that shot. He studied watching Jackie Gleason, is not watching the table. That 6 ball is still in the pocket. I see a lot of guys make that kind of mistake. Have a ball sitting in the window, directly in the window, and instead of shooting the ball in the window, shoot at another ball at the window. And
because he needed 2, and that's what he thought he needed,
Just a minute there. And you shoot in another ball in the window, and the ball that you shoot at caroms up, and you only wind up getting 1 ball. In this case, he didn't get no ball. A lot of times the guys shoot the ball and the ball caroms and you make the ball in the window, but you don't have a shot on nothing else. So you might as well shoot at the ball in the window and gain access to another ball by playing shape.
Well, now it's a 1-ball game for Bobby. 2-ball game for Efren.
I mean, he had the game a long time ago.
Yeah.
Is he playing Efren just to say he played him?
No, he's had action like this before. It's not bragging rights, man. That's definitely not what it is.
Oh, it's not?
No. Bobby's made some scores.
I'm not talking about the scores he made. I'm talking about this game here. The scores you made have nothing to do with this game here. He could have went and played One Pocket Ridge or Santos or anybody else. He jumped on a lion in the lion's den. Guess what? He didn't even get the 6 ball that was sitting in his window.
Bobby should not take this shot on, man. I don't care what you.
He should not.
Well, all right, yeah.
That's correct. But now, like I said about that 6 ball sitting in the hole earlier, That is the reason why you always pocket the ball that's in the hole. He didn't even get the ball. Efren wound up moving that ball when he could have made that ball. You got to make the right decisions.
Efren's got the upper hand right now. It's good. It's good. It's good. Oh, no, it didn't go. It did not go. I don't believe it. It looked like it was going.
Well, one thing after this stream, I don't think Bobby's going to have any problems finding games. I mean, he came in here like King Kong.
Oh, I know. Santos will turn around and bark at him now. He wanted to play Santos with one ball. Like, give me a ball in one pocket.
Well, Santos ought to be upset at himself now. Because this right here is just, I mean, now I like to see how he plays this ball. He got to play this ball. Oh, no. Anytime you jack the stick up like that, oh, no.
It went. Shot. Wow, it did go.
Beautiful shot. For his money. I'm glad to see one good shot for his money.
He said, I'm glad to see one good shot for his money. That was a good shot. That was a good shot.
Yeah, the agony's just been prolonged.
Anyway, folks, like I said, Efren and Earl playing tomorrow. Appleton and Norcoolio playing next week. Derby City from the 24th to the 1st. The Swanee on February 15th and 16th.
If he has any money when he leave here, there is a line at the front door waiting to play him right now.
Is Alex here?
Everybody gonna be here pretty soon.
Alex is in town, I heard, too.
Yes, I did. But right now, if Bobby got any change left, there's gonna be a line at the front door. When this game is over, about 15 people gonna ask him, do he want to play?
Somebody told me call Alex and do you have his number? And I said, I don't need his number. He knows who's here right now. He knows what's going on right now. I do not need to call Alex Pagalayan. He knows what's going on right now.
Well, okay, let me find out what's going on with the game here. I think the game is...
Bobby just scratched.
4-1, I believe, the count.
Wow.
4-1. With a minus to Bobby.
-1 right now to Bobby. Remember, folks, the spot is 9-6.
Guys, I'm looking at the game on a computer screen. I'm about 30 feet from the table. At least another 2 tables from table 7, the game that they're playing on. So the angles that I see are on the computer screen. I can't see the true angles. But I guess I could keep up with the score. You're right.
By the way, this is Daniel, and I'm sitting with Box. I'm sitting with Box. That's his name. And he's a regular here at Hard Times. Been coming here for over 20 years, since the place opened, practically. He goes way back with Calvin and Al Romero and George. Clarence, all the guys from Hard Times from way back when this place opened up.
Since I got everybody's attention on the screen, let me ask you guys a question while this massacre is taking place. Tools of the game. I wonder what you guys think. Tools of the game. The game being one pocket. What if you're playing a fat guy like me, and you put me in a position where I can't make a shot on the table 4.5 by 9? How would you guys feel if you used that against me and I pulled out an extension and put it on my stick to make a shot? I'm curious to know how you feel about an extension or jump cue in the game of one pocket.
I'm definitely not down for a jump cue.
A jump cue or an extension in the game of one pocket. What you guys think about it? I know if I'm playing one pocket, you're not going to pull out an extension on me. You can play with what you came with, but correct, make the rules before the game. But we're talking about tools of the game. Is an extension a tool of the game? And if it is a tool of the game, I like to have someone direct me to the rules that say that an extension is a tool of the game. Neither, and I like that. Extensions only. No jump cues. It's just like using a bridge. Hold on. A bridge is a tool of the game, stated in the rules. We're talking about an extension. Is that a tool of the game? I see a lot of people have different opinions about that. Hey, bridges are a tool of the game, stated in the rule book. Does anyone have a rule book that says an extension is a tool of the game? Now, when I was coming up, 69, 70, 71, I read the book. It was real specific. It said that the cue stick could be no more than 58 inches long. There was no lady stick. There was no kid stick. It couldn't be no longer than 58 inches, not to exceed 60 inches. 60 inches was considered a snooker stick. You could not play pocket billiards with a snooker stick.
Well, I definitely don't ever want to see somebody play a jump cue when I'm playing one pocket.
That just goes to show how the game has evolved and how it's changed. But you got some people.
I've never seen it.
I've
never seen anybody bring out a jump cue.
Oh, I have. Especially in the game of one pocket. You've seen it. I've seen the extension too. But nobody's enforcing the rules or the tools of the game. Anytime you got a cat like Earl Strickland pulling out a 67-inch cue stick that weighs 26 ounces, I mean, that says a lot within itself. Jump cues, you're right, should be outlawed in every game. You can jump a ball, but you got to use the stick that you're playing the game with. Back to the game at hand here. Bobby's over here in a fight for his life over here. He seems to be nonchalant. I hate to see that. He has a chance really to elevate from here, and he's playing like he doesn't care, or it doesn't make that much of a difference to him.
I think he's putting on some music on his phone.
Well, the rules of one pocket, you're correct, were written a long time ago. You got the East Coast, Midwest, and the West Coast. Each venue, each pool room, as you all know, have its own set of rules, and house rules stand. The rules have changed. In some places they play rotate. Some places play winter break. Some places play if the object ball leaves the table, it's a foul. Some places play if the object ball leaves the table, it goes to the spot. But I still want to know about the extension. Does anyone have a book that says the extension that you place on the end of your stick if it is a tool of the game? Bobby has me blocked right now.
Yeah, but Efren's he made two, I think.
I read a book. Who was that? Turbo Draw. I read a book in 69, 70 that had the measurements in length of what a pool stick length should be and not exceed, and that was 58 inches. It also said that it was not to exceed 60 inches. At one time, a 60-inch or more stick was considered a snooker stick, and when the rules were being enforced in the game, a snooker stick could not be used to play pocket billiards because of the length. And that is what I'm discussing when I say
Dog CPA says that nowhere does it say it's actually illegal for that to be used.
no, it doesn't say that in the year 2014. I'm talking about the year 69, 70 and where it changed. The extension itself, or the rules itself, where they changed. The snooker stick itself, I never heard of an extension in the 60s or the 70s. That don't mean that it didn't exist. I just never heard it. And yes, at one time, a snooker stick was considered 60 inches or longer. And like I said earlier, when the rules were being enforced, you couldn't play pocket billiards with a snooker stick. And you couldn't play snooker with a pocket billiards stick. They had specific lengths, specific designs. I just want to know, when did they change? And is an extension a tool of the game? I guess we have to make sure that we have certain rules in place before the balls are cracked. Now, those years, 69, 70, were very important years. Remember, at that time, you didn't have Simonis cloth. You was playing on felt. You didn't have specialty tips. You used Elk Masters. The ferrules on house sticks were black. You didn't have specialty cue sticks. You didn't have specialty shafts. You had to learn how to do those things with the cue that you bought. Now you have special shafts, special ferrules, special tips, special balls, special cloth, special chalk, special Simonis cloth. Everything is specialty.
Wow, what a beautiful shot.
The next time that we live stream, I'll bring in some articles or bring in some publications.
Well, nobody used anything in this match, did they?
No.
Okay.
I just like to have something to fill in the gaps with here.
Well, Efren's filling in the gaps fine on his own right now. It's now he needs one ball.
Gaps. There are not
there are
gaps.
no gaps.
I mean,
I guess I lost count, and I guess
lost count. I'm just tired of hearing the ball hit the back of the pocket.
Nope. Wait, he needs one.
Oh yeah.
The chat room is on fire right now, guys. Wow.
No, they didn't play on 8-footers. When I came up in 69, 70, first started. In fact, I did play on the 8-footer. You are correct. I played on the 4x8. And actually, I didn't realize it was a 4x8 until a year ago, and I played on it 40 years ago.
Guys, check out part 4 of this match coming right up.